child.
Be careful now.
Woo, okay. What's good, y'all? It's your boy, Soul Treat 757. And of course, my homegirl.
Sean Sunflower.
So we're coming to you guys from my dining family room. They're like kind of together. So from my dining room. So I haven't seen her in a little bit. Y'all might know that because I just posted a video. So I was like, girl, I've been trying this walnut beef. I want you to come over so you can try it, and then we can just fellowship and have a good kiki.
Okay.
So, you guys saw the intro. So this is gonna be. Let me bring it to you. This is gonna be our walnut beef. Get into it. You see it's nice and brown. You can barely tell the difference.
It looks like ground beef.
You can't tell the difference.
No, you cannot. I'm excited.
Recipe coming soon.
Heard.
And then I also have this is my homemade guac. I made this myself.
Yes, wow.
Off the top, I was in a rush, so it's, it's not my best word, but it'll do in a pinch.
This is not my best word. The best fucking word.
Now, I picked up some things from Aldi. So, I picked this up the other day, and baby, it just went so well with everything. I was like, okay, cool. Went back and got some more. And then what we'll be using for our sour cream is the Forager cashew yogurt. Low key by itself, it doesn't taste like sour cream, but when you put it on top of the beef, like with something, it definitely does.
Okay. I'm excited to try it.
Oh, geez. Child, I must not change my mind. Then, of course, we have the famous jalapeno slices. Y'all already know about that. And then we're going to make some collard wrap burritos. You know where I got these big old leaves from? Wegmans.
Shut up. I should have known. Wegmans got all the good vegetables.
I'm telling you, child. Oh! And this wonderful selection on this evening. So while I was grocery shopping, because I was shopping for some of the ingredients today. So this is the, hold up.
The Aldi branded.
Hold please. On this evening, we will be sampling the Pacific Fruit Vineyards watermelon wine. While I was pouring, I had a little sip. Baby, it's good.
It's really good.
So that's what we're gonna be eating on this evening. Oh, now you probably can't see. So what I did was I decided to do the ambiance. So ignore the commercial in the background. But so I got Spotify playing with some cute little jazz music. I have an electric fireplace, and my fireplace is on.
Can they see past me? It's right behind me. This is the electric
Yeah,
fireplace
the little
right there.
this little black thing right here. I can't point to it, but y'all see where it's at.
Right.
Thank you.
This right here.
But baby, without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and dig in.
Get into some things, honey.
Let me get a cute little sip right quick.
Oh, baby, I've been gulping this whole time. You're like, we're gonna taste, and I'm just like, taste. Oh, okay.
Thank you, baby.
You're welcome. Oh my gosh.
Now, child, you know I'm a perfectionist. This is about to be as perfect as I can get it, child.
Oh, I ain't worried about perfect. I'm worried about tasty.
Oh, baby. So you know what I'm gonna do too?
Well,
So what I'm gonna do with the leftovers of this, I got some manwich. It's the Aldi brand manwich.
damn.
And I was like, bitch. So that's what them brioche buns is for.
Oh, that's gonna be good.
So stay tuned. Next week we'll be trying a good little brioche bun. with the manwich.
Damn, that sounds good as hell.
Okay. So I'm gonna do.
Salsa.
Oh, did you try the beef by itself?
Uh-uh.
Take just a little piece.
Just a little bit. Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
That really tastes like ground beef.
You know what I used?
What?
Better than
The beef.
the no
The better
beef
than
bouillon.
bouillon?
Yep.
I made this, I made my little crescent ring last night. Video soon come for that as well on my channel. And I use the better than chicken, the better than bouillon, no chicken.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually, well, what I did was I took the jackfruit and I boiled it first to
I've been
get
seeing
like
like
that
people
briny
doing that,
flavor
yeah.
out. And then I took it and I boiled it again with the no beef, no chicken. And it actually cut back on some of that intense vinegar flavor from the
Baby.
it cut back on some of that real intense vinegar flavor from the buffalo sauce. Okay, I'll just use a tiny bit of this yogurt. Oh, you had the whole concept. I put it right in the middle, like I didn't work at goddamn Wawa and Royal Farms and don't know how to roll it in.
Okay, so we got the first one nice and rolled, ready to go.
Period.
I'm gonna start working on the second one. Amen.
Oh, that's smart. Okay.
Yeah, that way I can just eat everything at the same time.
Touche. Okay. It reminds me of like a tamale almost.
Yeah. So the reason I decided to do the oh here, go ahead. While I'm talking. So the reason I decided to do the collard rods is because I'm trying to cut down on bread, starch, carbs, stuff like that.
Period.
Because I love bread. I eat a lot of bread. So the bread that I do have, I have sprouted bread, which is a little bit better for you, according to my research. So, yeah. So I got the, oddly enough, Aldi brand. So I recently started shopping at Aldi again. And your boy loved it, so I went back.
Cute, honey. All these are cute.
I'm gonna do another. Oh, you know what I was thinking about doing too?
What?
You know, some people do like they'll go to like a store and find a bunch of like vegan or like healthy things. I want to do that. Like whatever store I'm going to, look and see what's popping. You know what I mean?
Like, hey, just so you know, this store has these vegan options and blah blah.
Bless you.
Thank you, baby.
Coronavirus.
Shit is real. Shit is really real.
Thank you, babe. But while we making this second one here, how has your week been? Because I swear I ain't seen you in like 3 weeks. Well, it's been like what, a week and a half?
John, my week has been pretty good. What did I do? Sunday I went to a little actually Friday night I drove to Richmond. It was my friend's 31st birthday. And she wanted to have a kickback for her birthday, so I drove to Richmond to hang with her friends and do that. And then I drove back Saturday, and then I don't remember what I did Saturday night. That must mean it was fun then. And then Sunday.
You worked on some shirts.
I did. I worked on orders Saturday probably. And then Sunday I had a little Memorial Day cookout that I went to.
Okay, come on, Memorial Day cookout.
Okay. And then I've just been working on orders, cleaning up my house, doing laundry. My cousin's coming to stay with me, and my cousin and her wife are coming to stay with me this weekend for the next like week or so. So I'm trying to like make space in the house for them.
Okay. The first one looks so much better.
My first one looks better too. My second one has like a little rip in it.
It's all right. Mine do too, right there.
Okay. Let me back up. Let me move space. Okay. Ready? Cheers.
Sure. Baby.
That yogurt does taste like sour cream.
Didn't I tell you?
Mm-hmm.
So y'all, I'm big on flavors. And Sean can vouch for me on that. So I like when things meld together. So with the flavoring of the beef, well, the walnut beef, making it taste just like the ground beef, and then putting on the cashew yogurt, which tastes just like sour cream on top of it, and then, you know, your regular stuff. I had some avocado, but I thought avocado with guac was a little extra. You know, throw the little slices on top for presentation.
Mm-hmm.
We might do that another time. But how do you feel about the collard green wrap?
I like the crunch.
It's so good.
It is really, really good.
Now for these, what I decided to do, sometimes people will blanch them. I did mine just raw, so I just cleaned them and then cut off the little stem piece and then crushed it so that it could be more flexible. And then we're just eating it as is. I like the spice. It's so good. So I threw some of those in there too. So it could be one or the other.
I put a whole bunch of them on this. I love spicy.
Try, you know how to taste it. I was like, this ain't spicy enough. I was like,
I love it.
So I got me a new knife.
Okay.
Child, I'm in love.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in love. The way I feel about you.
I need to find. My knives keep disappearing.
Girl, what? How do you not have this disappear?
I don't know. I had a full set, but I don't know. Some of them gone.
I do also have a surprise for dessert for you.
Dessert.
It's something light, but it's sweet and it's vegan.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like to just cleanse your palate, give you something that's a little sweet, but it's not like.
Okay.
So I want to do something that's light.
Okay.
Oh, also, so I've been doing a lot of these recently. Are you like squeamish? Okay. So collard green wraps. If you're thinking about doing it, they're good, but baby, you're gonna go to the bathroom.
They run right through you, honey.
Just so you know. Ain't really no way around it. Because this is, you know, dark leafy greens. Dark leafy greens got that fiber. And then everything in here is vegetables. Plus you got the jalapenos and the yogurt. That's just gone. But baby, you feel weightless afterwards.
Okay.
Excuse me. I like this.
I like it too. It's really good.
Like the whole ambiance of everything. Shout out to my homegirl Shanae. She was telling me about mukbangs. I guess this is technically a mukbang. So
It is.
oh boom, want to do it? So yeah. Next time I'm gonna invite my homegirl Shanae so she can be out here with me. I told her she was gonna do one with me. baby. Child, I'm kind of full.
I'm mad. I'm eating this on the rack.
I'm weak.
I'm gonna get some water when I'm done with this wine.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I wanted some water when I first came in, and he was like, "I have wine." I was like, "Oh, bitch."
No, originally I had the cups out, and then I was like, we drinking wine. Why did I bring out the cups? That makes sense. Hold, please. I'll be back.
You be eating so slow. It's a performance, so methodical, and I just be like, oh. I just be like, get in my belly. Every time I eat.
Get in my belly.
Yes. This is good. That walnut ground beef is really, really good. I like that a lot. It really is like ground beef. It has that beef flavor. I love it. Very tasty. I'm into that for sure. I'm into that for sure.
Hey, Melissa.
Fresh glass of water.
I'm weak. So you know what I was thinking about?
Well,
I was thinking about desserts,
okay.
right? So,
I'm already interested.
excuse me. Once I show you the little treat that I have for dessert, I'm gonna tell you exactly what I was thinking about for desserts.
Okay.
But in the meantime,
Okay.
we'll talk about banana pudding.
Oh, yes.
So, ooh, is it drop? Oh, child.
I think I know. I've never made banana pudding before, but I've eaten enough banana pudding to know how it's made. Of course, you got the pudding. Of course, you got the banana, the whipped cream, the cookies. What I notice is that a lot of people either add cream cheese, sweet condensed milk, or a combination of the two to their banana pudding, and it really gives it like that rich flavor. My friend actually puts caramel in his, and sometimes he'll put like walnuts on top. Now that shit is amazing.
I want to do like a vegan cream cheese, and then like some Cool Whip, like a vegan Cool Whip, and then find like a shortbread cookie. I guess technically I could use like Biscoff.
What are the other ones you was telling me about?
Well, when I do, I was thinking I want to do two different versions. So like one with Biscoff, and then do like a vegan butter and crumble on the top. And then like I got my piping bag now, so I can just like pipe some fresh cream on top, and then place the cookie, like cut the cookie with a knife and like diagonally, and then set it up. So it's looking nice and pretty.
I wonder what it would taste like with graham cracker crumbs.
Touche. I think graham crackers are actually vegan too. Don't quote me on that though. I'm gonna every video I'm doing, I'm moving the hair out my head, my wig.
Cause it's so long.
I mean, you know, they call me unbelievable.
Bitch, shut up.
Yo, let me tell y'all this story. So when I was in 8th grade, I will never forget this story. There was this girl. Was it 8th grade? I think the girl was in 8th grade. I think I was in like 6th or 7th grade. And she said, and I remember this verbatim to this day, if you can't achieve it, weave it. Baby, I can achieve it because my hair is growing, but I'm impatient. So, in the meantime, between time, we ain't achieving it as fast as we want, so we're going to weave it.
Weave it. Or
call me the Dream Weaver.
Dream Weaver.
I want to do like... So for those of you guys who have been following me for a while, you guys have probably already explored my channel, and I have a section called Comfort Foods. Comment down below if there's anything in particular that you want to see me veganize. And then we can make like comfort foods like, you know, mac and cheese, fried chicken, what else? I already did the pot pie. Collard greens is a good one. Chili is easy. That's super easy.
Yeah.
But comment down below and let me know what you guys want to see. And whatever I have the most of, I'll get my juices working in my brain to see what I can come up with for you guys. I'm still sure.
That's good.
You ever take a step back and be like, damn,
I did.
I created this.
Yes.
Ooh, you know what? So I was watching this interview. Not an interview. It's a TV show on Netflix. Well, miniseries. But it's called High on the Hog. It's based off of a book. So the gentleman, he goes to Africa, and she's a doctor. I can't remember her name off the top of my head. But she wrote the book High on the Hog, and she was talking about how a lot of the things that we have here, and a lot of the dishes that we make, are originally from Africa. So I remember, the few things that I remember, I've only seen the first episode, but it was like mind-blowing. So she talked about the difference between yams and sweet potatoes. So she said that yams look like hairy elephant feet. So when she like picked it up, like it literally is like about like this long, and then it's like that at the bottom, so it literally looks like an elephant foot. And she said that when we came over to America, we couldn't grow the exact same thing, but what we grew was sweet potatoes. That was the American version of the yam. So she was like, when we were sitting down there, well, you know, in the African American home, Black people love sweet potatoes and yams at Thanksgiving, Christmas, all that good stuff. And then black-eyed peas and rice. I didn't know about rice. Although it makes sense, because they were talking about like the Gullah Geechee. I think the Gullah Geechee goes into like the second episode. But a lot of the Gullah Geechee like traditions and food and things like that, based off of what I've seen, because I did do a tour down in South Carolina through school, nonetheless. They out here teaching, yes. But it was very interesting. So check that out on Netflix, y'all. Let me finish eating this. I'm sorry, y'all.
My school put all of us on a bus and took us to Jamestown. There were 40-something Black kids on this bus. And they said, we're going to go visit Jamestown.
Hold up, 40 Black kids on the bus. That's 2 people to a seat. That's basically the whole bus, twice.
Yeah.
Girl.
Because they're 2
Message. But one thing that, the older I get and the like further along I get on my spiritual journey, I realize like how much we don't know. Like, even a lot of people have been starting to talk about, I've heard the people talking about the Tulsa massacre about 100 years ago. So the anniversary recently came up, I think it was like 2 or 3 days ago. And some of the survivors are talking about it now. And it's crazy. So based off of what I heard, Google fact check all that good stuff. But based off of what I've heard thus far, how it started, oddly enough, I heard it from Push Black, I think it was. So they did. There was a guy who was arrested for, I want to say, he was in an elevator with a white woman, and she had screamed, and then they both ran out the elevator. So what ended up happening was the guy was arrested. He was in jail and holding. So this was on Black Wall Street. A lot of you don't know who about the child, I can't talk. About the Tulsa massacre. That's the same thing as the attack on Black Wall Street. They're synonymous. So what happened was, there were some black men. They were like high on the chain, from what I understand. They, took their rifles and they went down to protect the young man who was in holding. And then there was a clash between them and the white guys, and then it was like, after that original clash, it was like 18 hours straight. It was like bombings. It was, they set fire to everything. Now, mind you, Black Wall Street, we had black on everything. We had our own banks. We had our own grocery stores, barbershops, like everything. So it was like self-sufficient, all black people, right? So one of the viewpoints of someone who was like talking about it, they were talking about how we had booklets. So during the time, I don't think we had like social security numbers and all that yet. So during the time, they had like these booklets with like their information so you can identify them. So the money that they had in their banks, they no longer had access to, because they were burned down with all the bombings and everything. So she was talking about, think about all the generational wealth that we had built up for our posterity that we no longer have access to. And I was like, girl, that's something to think about. Because, you hear a lot of black people talking about, well, we out here buying Jordans and we out here doing this, that, and the third. We're not really building wealth for our kids. And some people did. They just don't have access to it. Now, mind you, what the young lady was talking about, she was saying, oh, it's been 100 years, so you got interest on interest on interest. And then money, what money was worth back then versus what it's worth now, plus the interest, she was like, baby, you be set for life pretty much.
That reminds me of this story that I read about this black couple. I can't remember their last names, but there's a beach in California, and they bought a piece of the beach years ago. When they bought it, it was probably worth like $1,200, and this was at a time when black people couldn't go to the same beaches as everybody. So they bought this beach. They pretty much built up like a beach house where black people could come. Like black people would travel all over the country. Mind you, this is like in California on a coast. So, of course the white people back then weren't having that. And they kept causing so much trouble, and to the point where the city, I can't remember what city it is in California, but the city commandeered their beach and said, look, we understand y'all keep having trouble on this beach, what have you, but we're gonna take back ownership of this beach, to pretty much stop all of the fires and all of the hate crimes that are going on.
Why does everything pretty much end up back with fire?
So here we are years later, and there's this man. He's passed away now. I want to say he passed away probably back in February, but for his whole entire life, he'd been obsessed with trying to gain ownership of this beach back, because these people that bought the beach were his grandparents. He passed away. He was probably like in his late 80s, early 90s. And he kept telling his grandson about it, and his grandson was just like, all right, whatever. But in the past few years, there's a councilwoman in California that's really been pushing to help them get ownership of the beach back. I can't remember what the name of the beach is or the name of this couple, but that $1,200 piece of land now is worth about $75 million at this point. So now the grandson and the councilwoman are trying to see what they can do about restoring the ownership back to the family.
So our granddad was like, baby, let me put you on some game.
Right.
Granddad
So-
was like, granddad,
So what also happened was they asked for an apology from the city. And the council people in the city were like, look, we're not going to apologize for that. We're going to acknowledge that it happens or that it's happened, but when you apologize for something, you pretty much have to accept responsibility for that. And when you accept responsibility for it, you also have to accept whatever consequences come with that. So if we apologize, then we can open up the city to possible issues when it comes to like liability. So we're not going to apologize for it, but we'll acknowledge that it was an unfortunate event that occurred, and we're doing what we can to make sure we restore the rightful ownership back to the family.
I think if they're doing all that, they should pay back what they owe.
I agree. There's at this point, like I said, this is like a upscale coast on like in California, and the majority of the people that live there are not black. They're mostly white people that live there now, and they I can't remember all the details, but they're pretty much just trying to restore the ownership back to the great I want to say great grandkids at this point.
Child. Okay.
It's crazy that it took this long.
I mean this in the least problematic way, but they take forever for everything. Look at Emmett Till. That lady was on her deathbed and was like, oh yeah, that didn't happen. And it's like, you waited all that time, because what was it, like 80-something years?
It's too late now, sis. My
I was like, you talking about sorry, the death man's been dead for a while now. Alright, you finished?
Yes, I'm done. Thank you, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for a lovely dinner. That was amazing. I did enjoy it. Quite tasty. I was very much into it. It was giving what it was supposed to have gave.
See, you gassing me up, and I'll take it.
It was good. I liked it. I'm full now. Ooh, I still take a little bit of that dessert though. I got a little bit of room left today.
I'm weak. Alright.
I'm excited. What is it?
So it's a little something light.
Okay. It's a little something light.
So,
Come on, fruit.
let me get on my electrical.
Okay.
So, I'm gonna take this one because this one's more bruised. But
Ooh. Is this a plum or a peach?
that is a nectarine, actually.
A nectarine? I've never had a nectarine before.
Let me bring it closer.
It's very soft.
He brought it close so I could really see.
That look like the
So this is
the
a
peach
nectarine.
emoji. Oh, the juice is dripping now.
Oh, yeah, it's juicy, baby. It's juicy. Miss Juicy, baby. But these are the Lorna Dorn cookies.
Okay.
These are vegan.
They are vegan.
So this is what we were talking about earlier.
I'm excited. I've never had a nectarine before.
Here's what we do.
Oh, okay.
Want to do?
Okay. So what, I just bite into it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what family is it in? Is it like orange, apple?
I think it's a mixture of like, it's a peach and
It
something.
tastes.
I think it's like
The
an
juice
apricot
is
and a
very
peach
peachy.
together.
The juice is very peachy.
Don't quote me, but I think it's an apricot and a peach.
It's giving me peach vibes.
So, now that we have unveiled.
See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. You see, I done just bit into the fruit, and he's like preparing the plate, taking out the cookies, arranging them on the plate, and I'm just like, get in my belly.
Okay. So now that everything ain't it good? You see how juicy it is?
That's juicy. Juicy. Those are Pretty Ricky song. I can make it juicy for you.
I'm
Can
weak.
you make it juicy for me?
Okay. So what I was thinking was like, do like a cobbler or like a crisp.
A nectarine cobbler
Or like a crisp.
with the cookies.
Yup.
Mmm.
Like give them like a rough chop.
Mm-hmm.
And then like slice these up. And then
I
do
feel
like,
this would be good if you made it into like a reduction on top of some pancakes.
no, get the girls thinking.
I ain't trying to get
Ooh,
you thinking,
you know
baby.
what?
I'm trying to get you cooking. Okay.
Ooh. See how she do? She stays trying to get me in the kitchen.
That's because you the show.
But I've been thinking about that for a little minute though. I want to do like waffles, and do like some like really ripe plantain, and then make like a caramel sauce,
Okay.
and then like drizzle the caramel sauce over it, and then add the plantains on top, make it look pretty. Then toast like some walnuts or some pecans. That would be cute.
Okay, I'm very cute.
Now, when I say this is juicy, not even, you barely put your teeth into the skin. It's, but stay tuned, y'all. My mind, so, okay,
I need
I stay in the kitchen. You need that? I got you.
Thank you. Thank you,
Hold,
garçon.
please.
Thank you. Baby, this was so good. And it was all healthy.
Aside from the cookies.
Listen, you're gonna have a little something, a little unhealthiness to balance it out. I didn't even break into the cookies yet. I'm full.
Child, you didn't even finish the wine. I'm over here like,
Sipping slow. You're playing. You got stuff to do, man.
ooh.
What? What?
The way that watermelon hit when you got the juice from that in your mouth, that like, oh,
Squeeze a little bit until you.
I'm weak. Ooh.
Okay. Let's see what we're talking about. Oh, that's cute.
Mm-hmm.
Watermelon nectarine. That's real cute. I'm gonna be at the store looking for these now. I know they don't sell them at Walmart.
I got them from Aldi.
Walmart got apples and bananas and oranges.
So he's gonna want me to piss you off. They have plantains too. What's the meme for Michelle Obama? I was thinking about that too. I was like, wait a minute. Child. I'm full.
Trying to take my time and be cute like you.
Well, I'm trying to catch up. No, we're on the same now. Could you?
If I was at home, I would have been deep throated these cookies.
say deep throat, the first thing I think of is Cupcake. You ain't heard that song? I'm going to have to send it to you. That is not a song for children. But if you are over the age of 18, get into it. Well, child, thank you for always being willing to... So let me tell y'all, this woman right here, all I do is say, I made something, and I want you to try it. She'd be like, I'm getting in the car.
I feel like the guest pastor at a church when they read your bio. Just sit here like...
I cannot. But this is my friend Shania. I'm so thankful for her. Her and my friend Tara, they're part of the reason that I started. Well, why I started like my Instagram and my YouTube. So I've been cooking for a while.
Yes, honey.
And like I'll be posting my food and everybody's like, you know, do YouTube. And I was like, well, what do y'all want to see? Or do Instagram or do this. So I started with Instagram and then that blew up. Got over 200 followers. So I'm very thankful for that. Hopeful for today. But her and my friend Tara, they were like, why aren't you cooking? Why aren't you opening a restaurant? Why aren't you, you know, you see what's popping? Like, where's the recipes at? Where's this and that and the third? And I was like, okay, y'all done harassed me enough. Let me go on and get in this kitchen. And then now that I'm starting it, I started the Instagram first, so I was just doing everything.
Oh, damn.
Right?
No. I had a cookie crumb.
Oh, yeah, cookie crumbs stuck in your throat. Girl, when you choke, you gotta go like this.
That's what the little kids do. I'm an adult.
But now that they got me in this kitchen, y'all, and I done started the YouTube, and I've been with Chef B. That video's coming as well soon. Be on the lookout. I just feel very...
Chef B be cooking too, honey.
Chef, I was looking at her story too. I was like, dang, this looks so good.
Chef B be fucking it up in the kitchen, dog. I was like, golly. Go ahead, do your thing, honey. I approve.
I'm gonna do my dance.
I approve, honey. I'm full. Whew. You don't have to pass me this top, honey, because I can't reach over there and get it past this big ass stomach.
Thank you. But baby, thank you all for joining us on, what is today? Wednesday, on this Wednesday evening, late at night. Hope you enjoyed the vibes of the music in the back. You can't see the fireplace, but just imagine. Thank you guys for joining us again on a wonderful tasting. It's me, Soul Treats, and my homegirl,
Sean Sunflower.
And until next time, guys, thank you for watching. If you haven't, like, subscribe, and share. And I'll post Sean's channel and the link. It'll either be right here or right here. One of those.
Okay.
But yeah.
Right there or...
Yeah, one of them. One of those.
Somewhere
Boom.
over here.
Over there somewhere. Y'all will see it. But for the time being, peace out.